First and foremost, don't draw any conclusions from that experience. It's going to be different every time. Now, if you're just starting out and you have the experience of not feeling so much, please don't worry. This happens and it doesn't really mean anything. So when I first started learning Reiki, I actually had to make a lot of effort to open because I was really closed off. So as an Englishman, I was already closed off. It's kind of how we're born. And then I also closed off in my childhood. So because my environment wasn't safe. So I was emotionally quite closed off. So learning Reiki was actually quite tough because I didn't feel so much when I had my first Reiki course. I didn't really feel any energy. I did have the strange feeling that my hands were like sore. But I had to do a lot of practice and intention and sort of visualization, and then things started flowing that had never flowed before. For me, it was kind of remarkable. And I've taught literally thousands of students over the last 25 years, and it's different for everybody. So if you don't feel so much during a treatment, don't worry. Don't draw any conclusions. If you're first starting out, what's important to do is just practice. Practice, 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 practice. This is so natural. You will open, you will open. So remember some of the key principles of working with Reiki. Chi flows when there's relaxation. So we're not forcing, we're allowing. The mind might be busy, saying all kinds of things, might say cynical and negative things. That's just the mind. It's completely impersonal, doesn't mean anything. Do your best not to engage with it. Practice the inner position of Reiki, letting go. Practice the breath. That's really, really important. That'll help you go deeper. So these key aspects will help you. And over time, what you're going to find is you're going to open and develop. And then you're going to have good days and less good days. But that's the same with a lot of different practices, right? Some days your practice is easier. So let's say we're talking about meditation practice or yoga practice. So I've been meditating for 30 years and still I have days which are challenging. I don't know, maybe it's the alignment of the stars, could be anything. Could be what I had for dinner the night before. But what I've learned is not to make a story out of it. So I used to do a lot of meditation practice and I would meditate sometimes in the morning, amazing. Go to meditate again in the afternoon, more challenging. So it's the same day. You know, you can't really draw any conclusions from these things. It's practice, it's daily practice. You just do it and don't worry about it. But this is very common. What people do is they draw conclusions from one particular experience, and often we're kind of negatively oriented. So we say, oh, well, the other day it worked well, but now I'm not feeling it so much. So now I must be doing something wrong. No, why would you make that conclusion? Don't make that conclusion. Just practice the next day, practice the next day, practice the next day, and don't draw conclusions. Practice over time, consistently, is what will take you deeper, deeper, deeper. It's not a special mantra that you need to learn, or a special technique, or a special trick. Anything that we're learning, right? So whether that is physical practice, whether that's learning a musical instrument, consistent practice over time is really what makes things possible. So don't draw conclusions, practice, and you're going to get great results.
Hey, so if you are interested in learning Reiki yourself, we have decided to make the Reiki 1 course available completely for free. So I'm going to teach you how to work with the energy, how to treat yourself. You're going to learn how to treat other people and everything you need to know. So check out the link in the description below. And if you already work with Reiki and you'd like to hang out with some Reiki-minded people, then check out our free school community, link in the description below as well.